definitely should. You know, it's going to be hard to punish there on the bottom side, so I think we'll see a lot of jungle attention top and mid, maybe even pathing up to the top side of the map, which is quite unusual, especially with Zeus getting more of that Fury. I think it's the right call to step away once that Conqueror sound effect is heard. As Closer knows that this Ryze has no ghost.
Oh god, yeah. Closer just looking for it, finds the Twin Fang, and that is just assault!
And that's going to be Dragon. Started up at least.
Well, Zeus having to deal with Dudu, who's having a bit of fun on his Aatrox. Actually, some of the best Dudu moments.
Keep kind of zooming in on it. As you mentioned, it's volatile. I think the observers agree.
Well, Kanavi and Zeka both up here towards his top side, but Pyoshik is going to join, and he just says, please leave, everyone, and they won't. They'll just kill him instead. Kanavi almost dead, though, as Dudu looking for some knockups. Closer here just a little too late, and HLE will be able to strike back.
They're going to try to do it anyways. I mean, Delight has ult. He is Nautilus, so he can root them.
Yeah, does also have Aftershock as in goes Peter. They want to kill this Ziggs. Let's see whether they can actually find him. There's the onslaught of shadows, but down goes Peter. And Pyoshik, now at full health, does have to deal with Zeka rotating over, but Closer is right behind him.
I think it's worth. Zeka had to ult there, or I mean, didn't have to, but opted to, and isn't able to really impact the play so
Closer.
hard in that moment with the ulting Hecarim and all that.
There were a lot of bad guys.
Kanavi is a bad guy.
He is. And he's going to be able to throw down a parking cone here. There's a subjugate as well, and Dudu is just dead. Sliced and diced, turned into sushi.
To be clear, I mean, from... Well, this is going to be, looks like another potential Dragon take here for DNS. There's a contest, though. Peter on the flank. Yeah,
Moonlight Vigil does go down, but there's the hook on to Darkdarm. Has to flash out of the way of the Mega Inferno Bomb. The bouncing bomb's flying forward as well, but it's Delight to go down first. Petrifying Gaze, and it's a double here for Pyoshik, as Zeus has eyes only for Darkdarm, but he's not able to get up to him. And Pyoshik is now just moving forward. The flash from Dudu as well doesn't find the Q, but Pyoshik pounces on the Crocodile. And Zeka and Gumayushi, I don't think they're going to have enough to be able to take them down, although these health bars are so low. Infernal Chains, not going to be enough. And that's the kill over to the Rel of all people, as Darkdarm needs to try and fight this Dragon, as there's the satchel. It gets a little bit distracted, does the Dragon, but Pyoshik smites it down. And Gumayushi just being frustrated. No one really wants to fight him right now, as it's a Hextech Soul once again. I think Peter is just dead. Gumayushi will finally be able to take him down, I assume. But the crashdown comes on forward. Oh no.
Hextech Gate.
He takes the Hextech Gate to safety.
That's support's dying randomly like that.
I guess so. Wow. Technology really has come a long way.
Darkdarm does not have his summoner spell.
Yeah, what about AD Carries just dying? That could be a thing that happens here, as he's got Infernum and Severum not really helping out here, and it's just going to be a bonk to the noggin to take him down. Kanavi going to grab some plate. Still, this Aatrox is going to be pretty scary. Darkdarm does have red-white, but I don't know whether that's going to be enough to actually do anything here, as he's just eaten by Kanavi.
Those have not been as successful for him.
No.
When you take the Aphelios off the map like that, you can take even more. You can take the jungle.
Oh, dear. Zeka he was almost out, but now he's pretty dead.
Yeah, it sounded...
As the horses just canter on top of him. Oh, no.
It sounded like he was going to be able to complete the recall, but
that's what I thought too.
I guess not.
Well, Dominus, Worldender, we've got ultimates coming out here from both of our top laners, as Dudu is just thinking that maybe no is going to be his answer for whether or not he wants to fight, as there are a lot of people making their way up towards his top side. As Hextech Minefield goes down, and Dudu, I think, is just dead. Depth Charge might be enough to finish him off, but Gumayushi, he has the damage and is able to take down the Aatrox.
This is going to be an exchange for a bit of crescendum damage here on the mid-turret. Kanavi does not know that Darkdarm is not alone.
Well, it's two plates immediately taken down here as Pyoshik might be in trouble, as he takes about 1 billion turret shots. Onslaught of Shadows to try and get him to safety, but he gets smote. The Magnetstorm is not enough to save the horse, and Darkdarm, oh dear, he is once again the target, and he is once again dead.
Delight is having a game.
He is.
He is everywhere. He's hitting these max range Dreadnought.
As HLE looking to take down this Rift Herald, they should be able to do so pretty comfortably. Kanavi with the King's Tribute gets full health immediately afterwards. Feels pretty cool there as Moonshot discovers Gumayushi and Delight.
Going to be maybe a turret going down for Closer if he gets some additional time. Not going to be around to defend this one though, so could just straight up be a trade. It looks like that is going to be the case. Yep, it takes him a little bit of time to clear that wave, but I think he should get it there on this Dragon, which would be Hextech's sole point. If there's a way back into the game, that is absolutely it. That's additional peel for the Aphelios. All those slows are going to feel amazing if they can secure it. And when you look at the setup here for this fight, they have full prio, they have Ghost and ult for Pioshik. So this is, I think, the last stand here for DNS. If they mess this fight up, if they cannot win this one cleanly, it might just be all downhill from here.
There's the minefield. Pioshik taking a bit of damage from that as Dudu now looking for that flank angle as Pioshik's running real quick.
Zeka just wants to ult in.
Yeah.
He can both clear this wave and then ult in. And DNS are not being decisive. They want to either push Zeka or start this drag, and Dudu's trying to collapse the other side.
This ward is getting so much value. It is absolutely ridiculous. Onslaught of Shadows does come in, but Zeka was ready for it as they saw exactly what they wanted to do. Pioshik's running real fast with that Ghost, but Zeka used his as well as the flash. But now no Onslaught of Shadows, and Dudu in the back of this Dragon Pit does have to get himself out with that Umbral Dash.
I mean, basically, HLE have checkmate here with his position. I mean, Zeka lost his summons, but they lost the Hecarim ultimate, so I think they're pretty okay with the trade, because Zeka could just use his ult to get into this fight at any moment here. And DNS are going to have to find an angle with Peter, or just leave, question mark? I guess they're just going to say, look, I mean, this is just not viable. It was checkmate. Nice try.
And Rift Herald is piloted here by Delight. I don't know whether that's exactly choice. Still yet to have that new one, but we'll see whether he puts that together next. As he does have a possible angle. There is the Onslaught of Shadows as he gets on top of Gumayusi. He flashes away. Hextech Minefield is there though, and down goes the horse with zero response from DNS. As Dudu now looking for it against Zeus here. Hits basically everything that he wants to, but does still have to get himself out as Peter crashes over the wall. That is going to keep him safe.
It looked like a huge opportunity for Pioshik and crew. There's just no follow-up.
Yeah.
Guma flashed, and that was
quite a few times.
So many of Pioshik's iconic wins in the LCK have been with this champion in late game scenarios where he saves the game. Dudu.
Yeah, there's the Umbral Dash flash, but unfortunately there's a cone, and sometimes a cone is all you need. And that is what takes down a Dudu. Turret is still pretty healthy, and this Cassiopeia doesn't do a massive amount of damage to them. Does have the first 2 items completed though. Those scaling ones are now done. But HLE are just taking an inner turret here towards the bottom lane.
Yeah, I think that this is not really the trade that DNS wants, but it's the only trade that HLE will allow.
Yeah, and they're also going to take an inhibitor turret.
I ult that. Wants to get on top of the champions with that ability.
Well, DNS not turning their attention towards this mid lane, wanting to get control there as the Dragon going down lower and lower. Zeus and Dudu just fighting off to the side. Minefield is put down there by Gumayusi. Zeus gets into the pit, Mega Inferno Bomb on top of DNS as they look for the angle. Dragon is secured here by HLE, but now the fight is on. Down goes Delight to start it off as red-white guns have been put together by Doctorm. Zeka able to hold him in position with that Rune Prison though. And so it is just a kill and trade for the Dragon, and I think HLE are pretty happy with the outcome.
HLE setups on both of these DNS need to win a fight. Even 5,000 gold lead here, be damned, is some setup here with Closer and Peter. Or maybe if the Hecarim can actually do something this game, it would be great.
Yeah, Peter is in trouble, does crash over the wall, has to flash to avoid that one. Mega Inferno Bomb comes down, and Peter is so close to dead. Zeus will be able to get it done as there's a Realm Warp. Petrifying Gaze onto 2, and the Onslaught of Shadows comes through as well. Doctorm trying to get the damage down as he flashes out of the way. Good use of the Graviton there to peel for himself. Zeus just makes his way out. And Moonlight Vigil, I don't think that's going to quite be enough there. Zeus is pretty tanky. Still, it's a lot of things he can do from a very long range, but still not able to kill the Crocodile.
Is it enough to stop the Baron? I don't think so. Zeus needs to be careful, though.
Yeah, Kanavi is so incredibly healthy as well. He can tank this for days.
There's no engage. There's no way to get on top of Guma. He can actually stand in the front. He does not care. And I think that is just finally going to be the Baron going over here for Hanwha Life.
Yep. And they also got the flash out of Doctorm as well as the Ghost. So next
a lot of damage on the Zeus.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, now as DNS, you're like, well, that's it. We don't have any engage. We can't get them. We can't get the bad guys.
Well, this inhibitor turret is not long for the world. That's just going to blow up thanks to a satchel. Inhibitor is going to follow as well.
And there were 2 in top lanes. They can just get this for free.
Yeah, teleport flank angle for the Cassiopeia of all champions as they take out 2 inhibitors.
They are kind of in an awkward spot here, though, with Closer's angle.
Yeah. As the Hex Gate for Zeus, he's on a pretty good flank angle as now Kanavi dives on top of the Snake Lady. Mega Inferno Bomb goes down and she will die. Onslaught of Shadows a little bit late in this one as Doctorm is the target and he's swept up by Zeus. And HLE, I think, will now just parade towards the enemy Nexus and take it down. DNS, it was a decent start. They had that one good fight, but it's been all HLE the entire time since. 10,000 gold the lead, and they will be able to pick up the win here and make it